Have you ever wondered why, no matter how hard you work, money seems to slip through your fingers? The answer could be as simple and as overlooked as where you place your clock. In Feng Shui, a clock is not just a tool to tell time. It is the heartbeat of your home, a silent conductor that guides the flow of wealth energy. Every tick and tock either invites fortune into your life or quietly lets it drift away. Here's the shocking truth. Placing your clock in the wrong spot could be the hidden reason behind financial struggles, unstable income, or even constant, unexpected expenses. A misplaced clock can block prosperity, stir chaos in your home's energy, and leave you wondering why success always feels just out of reach. But the good news is this: with one small change, the right placement of your clock, you can shift the energy of your entire home. Imagine a steady stream of abundance flowing through your doors, filling every corner with opportunity and peace. The rich know this secret. Do you? In this video, you'll discover exactly where your clock should and should never be. And once you make this simple adjustment, you might just watch wealth flow into your life like a river that never runs dry. So take a moment now. Look at your clock. Is it guiding fortune in or silently pushing it away? 6 wrong placements where money flows away. Mistake 1, above the stove, smothering the flame of fortune. If you have a clock hanging above your stove, stop and reconsider right now. This simple placement could be the invisible reason your finances feel unstable, no matter how hard you try to save or grow your wealth. In Feng Shui, the stove represents the heart of abundance. It is the fire that nourishes both body and fortune. And when you place a clock, an object of metal and constant movement, above that sacred flame, you're doing more than decorating. You're smothering the very fire that fuels prosperity. The stove belongs to the fire element. It generates warmth, harmony, and the vital energy that keeps wealth circulating through your home. A clock, on the other hand, belongs to the metal element. And according to the ancient wisdom of the 5 elements, fire destroys metal. When these two clash, when a metal clock hangs above the fire's heart, they create disharmony that ripples through your space. The result: money flows in, but faster than you can hold it. Expenses pile up unexpectedly. Savings seem impossible. And worst of all, the sense of stability that a warm, thriving home should bring begins to crumble. But it's not just about money. A clock above the stove disrupts the rhythm of family harmony. The constant ticking and motion stir the kitchen's energy, turning what should be a center of calm and nourishment into a source of tension. You might notice more arguments over small things, a restless feeling that something's always off. Even your health can suffer. The heat, smoke, and grease from cooking can damage the clock, causing it to stop or fall behind. In Feng Shui, a broken or inaccurate clock is a powerful symbol of stagnation, of plans that stall, of fortunes that fail to grow. So what can you do? The solution is simple and powerful. Remove the clock from above the stove. Instead, place it near the dining table or by the refrigerator, areas that welcome steady, supportive energy. Let your stove's fire burn freely, unblocked, so that it can nourish both your family and your fortune. With this one small shift, you allow wealth energy to flow smoothly again, like a river no longer dammed by metal. Before you dismiss this as superstition, look at your own experience. Has your kitchen felt tense? Have financial challenges piled up without clear cause? Now you know where to look and how to change it. Mistake 2, on the staircase, creating a whirlpool of scattered fortune. Look at your staircase. Is there a clock hanging there, ticking as you pass by? If so, that small decision could be stirring up chaos in your home's energy and pushing wealth further from your grasp. In Feng Shui, the staircase is more than a way to move between floors. It is the spine of your home, the channel that guides energy, health, and prosperity from one level to another. When you hang a clock here, you do more than add decoration. You create a whirlpool of motion that scatters fortune in every direction but where you want it, your hands. The clock represents constant movement, change, and the flow of time. The staircase already carries strong motion energy, as people move up and down, as air and energy circulate between levels. Add the clock's relentless ticking, and the result is too much movement, an imbalance that turns steady flow into turbulence. Imagine a river that should run calm and smooth, but instead churns into a whirlpool, pulling everything into disorder. That is what happens to your wealth energy when you place a clock on your staircase. The consequences: money arrives but slips away just as fast. Plans that once felt certain start to fall apart. Business deals stall or collapse at the last minute. Unexpected bills, repairs, or losses drain your resources before you can build savings. And beyond finances, this imbalance stirs emotional restlessness. Family members might feel constantly on edge, unable to relax, waking up tired even after a full night's sleep. The house, instead of being a sanctuary, begins to feel unsettled, like something is always shifting, always uneasy. There's another danger too: practicality. Staircases are high-traffic zones. A clock hung here is at greater risk of being bumped, knocked down, or damaged. In Feng Shui, a fallen or broken clock doesn't just mean inconvenience. It's an omen of loss, of fortune that falls away, of stability that shatters. But here's the good news: this is easy to fix. Take the clock down from your staircase today. Move it to a space where its rhythm supports, not disrupts, the flow of energy. The living room, near the entryway, or in your home office. These spots welcome the clock's steady beat, helping guide fortune in rather than chasing it away. If your wealth has felt scattered, if opportunities slip through your fingers, now you know one hidden reason why. And now you hold the power to change it. Mistake 3. Facing the bedroom door, chasing away restful nights and fortune. Take a moment and picture this. You lie down at night ready to rest. But just beyond your bedroom door, the steady ticking of a clock beats like a reminder that time is slipping, that peace is out of reach. If you have a clock facing your bedroom door, this could be the silent thief stealing both your restful sleep and your wealth. In Feng Shui, the bedroom is sacred. It is the place where your body and spirit recharge, where stillness restores your energy and prepares you for the challenges of each day. The door is the gateway through which energy flows in and out. When a clock faces that door, its constant motion invites that energy to stir when it should be calm. Instead of nourishing stillness, the clock's relentless ticking and moving hands keep the energy active when you most need it to be still. The result: nights of light, restless sleep, waking up feeling drained no matter how many hours you spent in bed. A creeping sense of fatigue that no amount of coffee or rest seems to cure. And over time, this loss of deep rest begins to erode your vitality. You feel less focused, less motivated. Even your ability to make sound financial decisions weakens. The bedroom should be where wealth energy gathers quietly as you sleep, but with a clock watching your door, that energy slips away like water through open fingers. Beyond sleep and energy, the financial effects are real. When your body is always in a state of tension, even subtle tension from disrupted rest, your ability to attract and hold onto wealth suffers. You might notice that despite hard work, money comes and goes without stability. Opportunities pass by unnoticed because your mind is too clouded by fatigue to seize them. There's a simple, powerful way to change this. Move the clock. Remove it from direct sight of your bedroom door. If you need a clock in the room, place it on a nightstand beside your bed or on a wall that doesn't face the doorway. Choose one with silent hands, no loud ticking, to let your space return to true stillness. With this one change, you protect not just your sleep, but the flow of fortune into your life. Tonight, as you prepare for bed, listen for that ticking. Ask yourself, is this the sound of time supporting your dreams or chasing them away? Mistake 4, on the balcony, letting wealth be carried away by the wind. Pause and glance at your balcony. Does a clock hang there, quietly ticking as the breeze passes through? If so, you may be unknowingly inviting wealth to drift away, just like the wind that slips between the railings. In Feng Shui, the balcony is not just an open space. It is the gateway where external energy meets the inner life of your home. And what you place there can determine whether prosperity finds a way in or gets scattered before it even crosses your threshold. A clock on the balcony seems harmless at first, but think about what it represents: constant movement, metal energy, and the passing of time. The balcony, by nature, is influenced by wind, light, and the dynamic forces of the outside world. When you hang a clock here, you combine motion with motion, amplifying instability rather than anchoring your fortune. It's like trying to catch water with a sieve. No matter how much flows in, it slips away before you can hold it. The consequences creep in quietly. You may notice that financial gains feel temporary. Money comes in but seems to vanish through unexpected bills, failed ventures, or sudden repairs. Opportunities appear promising at first, only to dissolve just as quickly. And beyond wealth, this setup can stir unease in your home. The balance between inside and outside energy is disturbed, leaving you or your family feeling unsettled, as if life itself is always in flux. There's also an elemental clash. In Feng Shui's 5 elements, the clock brings metal energy. The balcony is often shaped by wood, plants, structure, and water, wind, rain, open sky. Metal on the balcony disrupts this balance, creating tension rather than harmony. And over time, exposure to the elements can damage the clock, leading to rust, malfunction, or simply the eerie image of a broken clock swaying in the breeze. In Feng Shui, a broken clock is a powerful symbol of loss, of plans delayed, of fortune that fades before it can blossom. So what should you do? The answer is simple: bring the clock inside. Let it serve its purpose where it can regulate and steady your home's energy, not where it amplifies chaos. A clock belongs where wealth energy can gather and flow: your living room, your entryway, or your workspace. Leave your balcony to welcome fresh air and light, unburdened by the ticking reminder of time slipping past. Before today, you may not have seen the danger, but now you can act. Take that clock down, and with it, stop letting your fortune be carried away on the wind. Mistake 5, in the storage room, trapping the rhythm of wealth. Take a moment to think. Is there a clock hidden away in your storage room, ticking in the dark, surrounded by forgotten boxes and unused things? If so, that silent choice could be trapping the energy of wealth, locking up fortune where it can't reach you. In Feng Shui, the storage room is a space of stagnation. It's where items go to be out of sight, out of mind. When you place a clock, an object meant to guide the flow of time and energy, into that forgotten space, you suffocate its purpose and block your home's natural rhythm of abundance. A clock represents motion, progress, and the steady beat of life. It's meant to regulate energy, to keep fortune flowing like a river that nourishes every corner of your home. But in the storage room, that river runs dry. The clock's rhythm is smothered by dust, clutter, and stillness. Instead of supporting prosperity, it becomes a symbol of stalled plans, delayed opportunities, and wealth that never seems to materialize. The effects might feel subtle at first. You find that projects stall or face endless delays. Financial growth feels slow, as if something is always holding you back. You work hard, but results come at a trickle rather than a stream. And emotionally, this hidden imbalance can weigh down your spirit. The storage room becomes a metaphor for your fortune, boxed up, forgotten, unable to move freely through your life. There's also the risk of physical decline. A clock left in a storage room is likely to stop working, its battery drained, its hands frozen in place. In Feng Shui, a broken clock is not just a useless object. It's a sign of energy that's stuck, a warning that your fortune, too, could stall or slip away if left unattended. But here's the beauty of Feng Shui. Small changes bring powerful shifts. The solution is clear. Remove the clock from your storage room. Clean it, reset it, and place it somewhere alive with energy. Your living room, your office, your dining space. Let its rhythm once again guide wealth into your home, not keep it locked in the dark. Today, take a walk through your storage space. Listen for that quiet ticking and ask yourself, is my wealth trapped here too? Now you know how to set it free. Mistake 6, in the bathroom, watching fortune wash away. Picture this, the steady drip of water, the soft hum of the exhaust fan, and hidden somewhere on the wall, a clock ticking away unnoticed. If you've placed a clock in your bathroom, that quiet decision could be the very reason wealth slips from your grasp, as surely as water flows down the drain. In Feng Shui, few places are as energetically sensitive as the bathroom. It is the space where waste and negative energy are carried out of your home. And placing a clock here is like giving that outflow a rhythm, helping fortune leave even faster. The bathroom is ruled by the water element, the constant motion of cleansing and release. The clock, with its metal energy and unceasing tick, doesn't balance this flow. Instead, it amplifies it. What should be the quiet, functional exit of what no longer serves you becomes a swift current, sweeping away more than waste. Wealth, good luck, opportunities, they all risk being carried out with it unnoticed. You may already feel the effects without realizing their source. Unstable finances, money that comes in only to vanish through endless small expenses or unexpected costs. Career progress that feels like it's circling the drain, no matter how hard you try. Even the atmosphere of your home might feel slightly off, like abundance always hovers just out of reach. And don't overlook the physical risk. Bathrooms are humid, filled with temperature shifts, moisture, and steam. A clock here is vulnerable to damage, rust, or malfunction. And in Feng Shui, a broken or inaccurate clock is more than just a sign of poor upkeep. It symbolizes stalled progress, missed chances, and fortune that can't find its way to you. But the fix is within reach. Remove the clock from the bathroom today. Clean it, reset its time, and place it somewhere that welcomes prosperity. The living room, near your home, entryway, or in your office. Let it guide abundance, not loss. Let your bathroom return to its proper role, a place to release what you no longer need without taking your fortune along with it. Tonight, as you hear the water flow, ask yourself, am I letting wealth wash away too? Now you know how to stop the drain. 5 right placements to guide wealth like a river. Number 1, living room, the heart where wealth gathers. If you want wealth to flow steadily into your life, The first place you must look is your living room. This is not just the space where guests are welcomed or where the family gathers after a long day. In Feng Shui, the living room is the beating heart of your home, the center where energy enters, circulates, and nourishes every other part of your space. And when you place a clock here, you give that heart a steady, strong rhythm that guides prosperity through every corner of your life. The living room sets the tone for the entire house. Energy that enters your front door spreads first into this space. A well-placed clock here acts like a conductor, ensuring that wealth energy doesn't stagnate, get lost, or rush out too quickly. Each tick and tock of the clock reinforces harmony, balance, and the gentle forward motion of fortune. It keeps the flow of abundance smooth, like a river that feeds the land along its banks. But placement within the living room matters deeply. To truly support wealth, your clock should be hung on a wall that faces east or southeast. These directions are associated with the wood element, which harmonizes beautifully with the clock's metal energy to create growth, vitality, and financial expansion. This combination fosters a natural cycle where metal supports wood, just as steady discipline feeds prosperity. Avoid the common mistakes that weaken this powerful energy. Never hang your clock directly above the sofa. Doing so can create subtle pressure, making those seated beneath feel uneasy, as if time is pressing down on them. Likewise, don't place it so that it directly faces the front door. A clock positioned this way sends a silent message. Time and wealth rushes in only to rush out just as fast. The height of the clock matters too. Hang it at eye level. This keeps the energy comfortable and aligned with the natural rhythm of those who live in the home. A clock placed too high can create a sense of distance, as if wealth is always just out of reach. Too low, and it can feel heavy, as if fortune is weighing the space down. Design makes a difference. Choose a round clock for your living room. The circle symbolizes wholeness, unity, and the continuous, unbroken flow of energy. Sharp edges or overly complex designs can create unnecessary tension, disrupting the gentle current of wealth you want to cultivate. When you get this placement right, the change can be felt, not just seen. The living room becomes a space where you and your family naturally feel calmer, clearer, and more supported. Conversations flow more easily. Opportunities seem to come more often. And most of all, the home begins to feel like a place where fortune lingers rather than passing through. Today, look at your living room. Ask yourself, is this space guiding my wealth like a river, or letting it dry up before it can reach me? The power is in your hands and your placement. Number 2, near the entryway, the silent guardian of fortune. If wealth could knock on your door, would you be ready to welcome it in? Or would it slip past unnoticed? In Feng Shui, your home's entryway is far more than just the place where you hang your coat or leave your shoes. It is the gateway between the world outside and the energy within. It is where new opportunities, fresh luck, and the breath of fortune first step into your life. And when you place a clock here, positioned with care, you invite that fortune to enter, stay, and nourish your home. A clock near the entryway acts like a silent guardian. Each tick and tock regulates the flow of energy that crosses your threshold. It helps to stabilize what comes in, to slow down chaotic or rushing forces, and to ensure that only balanced, supportive energy moves into your living space. Without it, wealth energy can feel scattered, like wind that blows through without ever truly touching you. But placement at the entryway requires precision. The clock should be mounted on a side wall near the door, not directly opposite it. A clock that faces the front door creates an unintended message. That time, luck and fortune come in only to rush out just as quickly. This can leave you feeling as though no matter how much you gain, it never seems to stay. The clock's purpose at the entryway is to create rhythm and balance at this critical point of transition. It reminds both energy and people to slow down, to enter with intention, and to bring steadiness rather than haste. For those who work in fast-paced jobs, manage businesses, or seek clarity in their personal finances, this subtle influence can make a powerful difference. It sets the tone the moment you or your guests cross the threshold. Choose a clock with a clean, simple design for this space. Avoid overly ornate or heavy shapes, which can add unnecessary weight to the energy at your door. A round clock is ideal here, symbolizing completeness and encouraging the full circle of abundance to enter and stay. Ensure it runs smoothly. Silent or soft ticking movements are best, to avoid creating nervous energy at the point where fortune first meets your home. Position the clock at eye level, where its presence is clear but not overpowering. Let it serve as a quiet reminder that this is the gateway of your prosperity, and that time is on your side, not slipping away. Before today, you may have overlooked your entryway, but now take a moment. Stand at your door. Imagine fortune standing outside, ready to enter. Is your space prepared to welcome it, or is it letting opportunity rush past? The right placement of your clock can be the difference. Number 3, office or study, calling opportunities, guiding wealth. If there is one place in your home where time truly equals money, it is your office or study. This is where plans are made, decisions are shaped, and dreams are turned into action. In Feng Shui, your workspace is the command center of your financial and personal growth. And the right clock placement here is not just about keeping time. It's about setting a rhythm that calls opportunity to your door and guides wealth steadily into your life. A well-placed clock in your office or study serves as a silent partner in your success. Each movement of its hands supports your focus, discipline, and ability to seize the right moment. It keeps you in tune with the flow of time, not rushed, not sluggish, but aligned with fortune's rhythm. When placed correctly, the clock helps you stay one step ahead, reminding you that every second holds the potential for progress. Where should it go? The best position is on a wall facing east or southeast. These directions represent the wood element, which in harmony with the clock's metal energy fosters growth, wisdom, and financial expansion. If your priority is career advancement, a clock on the north wall can support smooth progress and steady upward movement. Equally important is where not to place it. Avoid hanging the clock directly in front of your desk, where its constant movement can create subtle pressure, making you feel that time is chasing you. Also avoid placing it directly behind your chair. This can feel like time is watching your back, creating tension and unease that drains focus and creativity. Design matters too. Choose a clock with a simple, calming appearance. A round clock symbolizes unity and ongoing success. A silent or soft ticking mechanism helps maintain concentration, avoiding distractions that pull your mind away from important work. Overly complex or sharp-edged designs can introduce unnecessary tension into a space where clarity is key. With the right placement, you'll feel the difference. Your workspace will seem calmer, more focused. Ideas will flow more easily. Tasks that once felt overwhelming will fall into a natural, manageable rhythm. And the opportunities that once seemed just out of reach will come within grasp, because your energy, your time, and your space will finally be working together. Look around your office today. Ask yourself, is my clock helping me guide wealth into my life, or is it chasing it away before I can claim it? The choice and the change is yours to make. Number 4, near the refrigerator or dining area, where wealth feels full. Imagine this: your dining table set, your refrigerator well stocked, the soft hum of daily life surrounding you. Now picture a clock placed thoughtfully nearby, its steady rhythm anchoring this space of nourishment and abundance. In Feng Shui, the kitchen and dining areas are not just places to eat. They are powerful symbols of wealth, health, and family harmony. And when you place a clock in just the right spot here, you strengthen the flow of prosperity, making your home feel as full as your table. Why does this matter? The refrigerator and dining area represent stored abundance, the food that feeds your body, the meals that bond your family. These are the places where wealth, in its most basic and essential form, gathers and supports you. A clock placed nearby helps to regulate the energy in these spaces, creating a gentle, consistent rhythm that encourages stability in both finances and family life. But placement is key. The clock should be positioned on a side wall near the refrigerator or close to the dining table, somewhere visible but not intrusive. Its presence should support the natural flow of daily routines, helping you and your loved ones stay mindful of time without creating a sense of rush or pressure. Most importantly, never place a clock directly above the stove. The stove is the fire that fuels prosperity. A clock above it disrupts this energy, creating tension that can lead to financial instability and family stress. A clock near the dining area or refrigerator reminds the household of the importance of balance. Between work and rest, between earning and enjoying, between saving and sharing. It helps anchor routines that support financial stability. Meals shared on time, food consumed thoughtfully, daily life lived in harmony with the rhythms of abundance. The design of the clock matters too. Choose a round or square shape, symbols of wholeness and groundedness. Avoid sharp, aggressive designs or loud ticking mechanisms that could disrupt the peaceful energy this space should hold. Let the clock blend with the warmth of your kitchen, not compete with it. The difference this small change can make is profound. The kitchen and dining space will feel calmer. Meals will feel more connected. And over time, you may notice that financial worries seem to ease, replaced by a growing sense of security and sufficiency. Stand in your kitchen today. Look at where your clock is, or is. Ask yourself, is this space helping wealth gather and stay, or is it letting abundance slip through the cracks? With the right placement, your home can truly feel as full and rich as you deserve. Number 5, near the TV, soothing modern energy. Your television is one of the most powerful energy sources in your home, and often one of the most disruptive. It brings entertainment, connection, and information, but it also generates constant movement, noise, and invisible waves that can unsettle the energy of your space. In Feng Shui, a TV can become a double-edged sword. While it connects you to the world, it can scatter the harmony of your home. This is where the thoughtful placement of a clock becomes essential. A well-placed clock near your TV acts like a quiet conductor, calming the chaos, balancing the flow, and guiding fortune gently back into your space. The living room or entertainment area is where families gather, relax, and recharge. It should be a place of ease, but the rapid images, flashing lights, and electromagnetic waves from the TV can stir up a restlessness that lingers long after the screen goes dark. By placing a clock nearby, you introduce a steady, grounding rhythm. Each tick and tock helps to anchor the energy, transforming what could be a source of chaos into a space of balance. But as always, placement is everything. The clock should not sit too close to the TV screen, where reflections and glare can create visual stress and interfere with the calming effect you seek. Instead, mount it above the TV or on a nearby side wall, somewhere where its steady rhythm can influence the space without competing with the screen's energy. A clock placed thoughtfully here helps remind the household to moderate screen time, to return attention to shared moments, and to restore balance between stimulation and stillness. Choose a clock with a simple, harmonious design. Round shapes work beautifully, symbolizing completeness and unity, qualities that support both family harmony and financial stability. Avoid clocks with sharp edges or overly loud ticking that could add to the noise and tension the TV already brings into the space. Opt for a soft movement, one that blends into the background yet holds the energy steady. When you get this placement right, you'll feel the shift. The living room will seem calmer, more inviting. Family time will feel richer, less fragmented. And as your space finds its balance, so too will the flow of fortune through your home. Tonight, after the TV is turned off, sit quietly and listen. Does your space feel settled, or is it still buzzing from the day's noise? The right clock in the right place could be the key to restoring the peace and prosperity you've been seeking. Final. Pause for a moment. Close your eyes. Can you hear it? The gentle ticking of a clock somewhere in your home. That quiet rhythm has been with you every day, sometimes noticed, often ignored. But now you know. Its placement shapes the energy that flows through your doors, your rooms, your life. Every tick can either guide fortune gently home or let it slip quietly away. Feng Shui teaches us that time is not just minutes and hours on a dial. Time is the current that carries our intentions, our work, our hopes into the world. And the clock, small, steady, unassuming, is the tool that helps direct that current. Where you place it matters more than you ever imagined. It can turn your home into a sanctuary where wealth lingers, where opportunities take root, where harmony hums softly beneath daily life. Look around your home today, not with the eyes of habit, but with fresh awareness. Where does your clock sit? Is it supporting your dreams, your efforts, your well-being, or is it quietly working against them? The beauty of this truth is that change is simple. A small shift in placement can unlock new flow, invite in what you seek, and help your home become the ally it was always meant to be. And so I leave you with this question. When you listen to the ticking of your clock tonight, will it be the sound of fortune finding its way to you, or the quiet passing of opportunity? Let your answer guide you, and let your clock, placed with care, become the silent guardian of all the abundance you deserve.